talent show backstage at Sony Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy! Introducing our today's contestants. A dairy clerk from Buffalo, New York, Michael Bombardier. A sportsman from Scotland, Logan. And our returning champion, a game show host from Lafayette, Tennessee, Brian Henegar, whose 6-day cash winnings total $210,000. And now, here's the host of Jeopardy, Patrick Murphy. And we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and joining us on this lovely Monday edition of Jeopardy. Couple new changes for you guys. First of all, our reigning champ, Brian Henegar, is actually going to be leaving to LA next Monday because he is going to be competing in the actual Tournament of Champions. So, Brian, we wish you loads of luck, and hopefully you can win the big one of $250,000. Secondly, for those that are going to be watching our videos, once this goes up on our YouTube channel, you're going to notice there is a QR code in the lower right corner, which means this gives you guys better access to join GSC Studios and join in on the fun. Now, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome back to the Jeopardy stage our initial host, Samuel H. Samuel, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Yes, as Pat said, I am back after being gone for a few weeks. I got sick. I got mono on November 3rd, so Pat took over for me. Brian, welcome back to the Jeopardy stage. We welcome Logan and Michael. Let's get started, gentlemen.
Good luck, everybody.
Here are the categories. The Revolutionary War, singers, fish, political terms, saintly cities, notice the quotations, and finally, food and drink. Brian, where do we start?
Okay, let's take fish for 600, please.
Fish for 600. Here's the clue. This freshwater eel-like, jawless fish attaches itself to other fish and sucks out blood. Brian.
What is a lamprey?
That is correct.
Fish for 800, please.
The striped species of this commercial fish is also known as the skipjack. Brian.
What's a bass?
No, sorry. Tuna is the fish we were looking for there. Brian.
Fish for 1,000.
Here's the clue. Pollock and haddock are members of this major food fish family. Brian.
What is whitefish?
No, sorry. Logan or Michael?
Nope.
Cod. Cod is the fish we were looking for there.
Let's get away from that category then. Saintly cities for 600.
Saintly cities for 6. Here's the clue. In the 1840s, this future state capital became headquarters of the American Fur Company. Brian.
What is St. Louis?
No, sorry. Logan or Michael?
No, I can't get it in my head.
St. Paul.
Ah.
Brian?
Saintly for 800.
Here's the clue. Site of the Winter Olympics twice, this Swiss resort has a leaning tower dating back several hundred years. Logan.
What is St. Moritz?
Correct.
And stop
You have
the
control.
count. Ding ding, that's the end of the game. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that petty. Saintly City's 200.
Here's the clue. Situated on the delta of the Neva River, it's Russia's largest port. Brian.
What is St. Petersburg?
That is correct.
Which one?
Saintly 400.
Here's the clue. This Scottish city, known for its golf courses, was once the country's ecclesiastical capital. Brian.
What is St. Andrews?
That is correct.
I didn't get my own one right.
Saintly for 1,000.
Here's the clue. In 1804, this city became the seat of government of the Louisiana Territory. What is St. Louis, Brian?
All right. Political terms for 600, please.
Here's the clue. Jefferson granted one of these general pardons to those convicted under the Alien and Sedition Acts. Brian.
What is an unconditional pardon?
No, sorry. Amnesty is what we were looking for there. Brian?
Food and drink 600.
Here's the clue. Joy of Cooking's recipe for drinks called fruit shrubs uses the white wine type of this liquid. Brian.
What is white wine vinegar?
That is correct.
Sounds very unappetizing. Food and drink 800, please.
Here's the clue. Assam, a black type of this beverage, is known for its full body and strong flavor. Logan.
What is tea?
That is correct.
Food and drink 1000.
Here's the clue. Field salad is a salad green also known as this young-hoofed animal's lettuce. Michael.
What's a horse?
No, sorry. Brian.
What is calves lettuce? Or calf lettuce?
No, sorry.
I think I've talked myself out of it now.
What is lamb's lettuce?
Okay, that's good because it buzzed in twice.
Lamb's lettuce is what we were looking for there. Logan?
I thought it was pony. We'll go food and drink 400.
Food and drink 400. Here's the clue. Collegiale is an Italian pasta named for and shaped like these. Brian.
What are shells?
That is correct.
Okay, food and drink 200.
Here's the clue. Leaves made of this sweet often top the familiar mousse of the same flavor. Brian.
What is chocolate?
That is correct.
All right, the Revolutionary War for 600, please.
Here's the clue. Commander of a major American division at Yorktown, he returned to France 2 months later. Brian.
Who is Lafayette?
That is correct, and with that brings you to minus 1,000, tied with Michael. Logan, you're at 1,600. We'll be back right after this commercial break. And we are back. Brian, you have control over the board. Where would you like to go?
Okay, the Revolutionary War for 800.
Here's the clue. In the 1760s, painter Charles Wilson Peale joined this patriot group, angering loyalist creditors. Logan.
What is the Tea Party movement?
No, sorry.
Oh,
Brian.
Who are the Sons of Liberty?
That is correct.
damn.
Revolutionary War for 1,000.
Here's the clue. This Providence University is named for a son of a merchant family that made a profit in supplies and shipping. Brown is the university we were looking for there. Brian?
Right, singers for 600.
Singers for 6. Here's the clue. Steveland is the real first name of this singer who went on a journey through the secret life of plants. Brian.
Who is Stevie Wonder?
That is correct. That brings you out of the hole.
Thank God.
Oh, no.
Singers 800, please.
Here's the clue. There's a museum devoted to this snowbird singer in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, her hometown. Brian.
Who is Anne Murray?
That is correct.
Singers for 1,000.
Here's the clue. She's been a little bit country since she had her first solo hit with Paper Roses at age 13. Brian.
Who is Marie Osmond?
That is correct.
Political terms, 800.
Here's the clue. After the Senate passes a treaty, the president does this to put it into effect. Brian.
What is ratify it?
That is correct.
Political terms for 1,000.
The answer there. Daily double. How much would you like to wager?
Yeah, it's early. Yeah, let's bet the whole thing.
True daily double. Here's the clue. Adjective for the member of a given party with seniority on a congressional committee.
Is elder?
No, sorry. What is ranking?
Ranking. Okay. All right. So that's
Still early.
Yep. Revolutionary War, 400.
Here's the clue. General Richard Montgomery was killed December 31st, 1775, leading a hopeless attack on this Canadian city. Brian.
What is Toronto?
No, sorry. Michael.
What is Vancouver?
No. Logan, you want to try? Logan?
What is Ottawa?
No, sorry. Correct response. What is Quebec? Quebec is the city we were looking for. Brian?
Oh, Quebec City, yeah.
Yeah, Quebec City, Quebec. Political terms, 400.
Here's the clue. When a country is under this type of law, military tribunals replace civil courts. Brian?
What is martial law?
That is correct. That brings you up to 0.
All right, singers, 400.
Here's the clue. Life is a cabaret for this star who was 19 when she won a Best Actress Tony for Flora the Red Menace. Brian?
Who is Liza Minnelli?
That is correct.
Singers, 200.
Finishing out that category, he called his second album The Wild, The Innocent, and The E Street Shuffle. Brian?
Who is Bruce Springsteen?
That is correct.
Revolutionary War, 200.
Here's the clue. In 1780, George Washington set up a plan to kidnap this traitor from the British. It didn't work. Brian?
Who is Benedict Arnold?
That is correct.
Fish for 400.
Here's the clue. The Pacific types of this fish die after spawning. Many of the Atlantic types do not. Brian?
What are salmon?
That is correct.
Fish, 200.
Here's the clue. The male of this equine fish takes care of the eggs in an abdominal pouch until they hatch. Brian?
What is the seahorse?
That is correct. And the final clue.
Yep, bring it.
This amendment permits the right of assembly for legal purposes. Brian?
What is the First Amendment?
That is correct. And with the end of the Jeopardy round, that brings you to 1,600. Logan, you're at 400. Michael, you're at minus 1,400. So, Michael, you'll get to go first in the double Jeopardy round right after this. Okay, we are back with the double Jeopardy round. Michael, you get to start. Here are the categories. First, on the map. Second, a woman's place. Movie titles with numbers in them. Then we'll go to some painful memories. We'll visit the writer's strike. And then finally, alliterative terms. Michael, where do you want to start?
Guess it's time to talk to 30 windmills again. On the map, 400.
On the map for 4, here's the clue. This state has 17 million acres of forests and about 44 people per square mile. Brian.
What is Montana?
No, sorry. Maine is the state we were looking for there. Michael?
Writer's strike for 400.
Writer's strike for 4. Here's the clue. Charles Dickens went to Lancashire to observe a strike in the industry of this plant fiber and wrote an 1854 article about it. Brian?
What's cotton?
That is correct.
Movie titles with numbers in them for 1200.
Here's the clue. In 2001, he was on film in 13 Ghosts as Arthur Cratox. A year later, began an Emmy-winning life on TV as a monk. Brian.
Who is Tony Shalhoub?
That is correct.
Movie titles with numbers in them for 1600, please.
Here's the clue. You might say this Oscar winner became a godfather in 2002, playing a movie director who virtually created Simone. Who is Al Pacino? Brian?
Movie titles for 2000.
One of 2 daily doubles. Brian, what would you like to do?
Bet it all.
Bet it all.
Boy.
Here's the clue. In 2022, she played Gemma, a robotics engineer who brought Megan to life. Maybe some girls are more fun to hang out with.
Who is Emma?
Come again?
Who is Emma Stone?
No, sorry. Allison Williams.
That's right. That's right.
My word.
Select again.
Painful Memories for 1200.
Here's the clue. Posture training and diet changes can help relieve pain in the 2 joints that connect your lower jaw to your skull and go by this abbreviation. Brian.
What is TMJ?
That is correct.
Painful Memories 1600, please.
Here's the clue. High in anthocyanins, cherries may ease pain from this arthritis, often in the big toe, and caused by excess uric acid. Brian?
What's gout?
That is correct.
Painful Memories 2000.
Here's the clue. Modern aerobic exercise like swimming may help with this 12-letter chronic condition of severe muscle and soft tissue pain. Fibromyalgia. Brian?
Alliterative terms for 1200.
Here's the clue. Enjoy your view of Cologne as we fly over this body of water. Logan.
What is the River Rhine or the Rhine River?
That is correct.
On the map, 1200.
Here's the clue. This country's Zambezi River, border with Zambia, is only a few football fields long. Brian.
What is Zimbabwe?
No, sorry. Logan or Michael?
Trying to picture it in my head.
Botswana.
I was going to say Botswana, as
Logan?
Yako Warner would say. Yako Warner on the map 1600.
On the map 16, here's the clue. The central town of the 100,000 square mile area of Australia called the Red Centre is this community, named for Alice Todd. Brian.
What is Alice Springs?
That is correct.
On the map 2000.
The other daily double.
No.
I've learned my lesson. 2000.
2000. Here is the clue. Lying between Italy's heel and toe, the Gulf of Taranto is an inlet of this sea, named for a nymph of Greek mythology.
What is the Sargasso Sea?
No, sorry. What is the Ionian Sea?
Yeah. EO.
Brian?
Okay. Finish off on the map for 800, please.
Here's the clue. The UK's second most populous city. It lies in an industrial area near the geographic center of England. Brian.
What is Birmingham?
That is correct.
The writer's strike, 800.
Writer's strike 8. Here's the clue. Jurgis's journey through capitalism and exploitation takes him from worker to strikebreaker in this Upton Sinclair novel. Brian.
What is the jungle?
That is correct.
Writer's strike, 1200.
Here's the clue. Jack Kelly's nonfiction book, The Edge of Anarchy, is about the 1894 strike against this man's railroad car company. Brian.
Who is Pullman?
That is correct, and with that we go to our third commercial break. Brian, you will get to select right after it. One. Brian, you had control before the break. You get to select again.
All right. Let's do the writer's strike for 1600, please.
Here's the clue. Ken Kesey's Sometimes a Great Notion concerns a timber strike in Wakanda, not in Africa, but in this state, Kesey's home. And that would be Oregon. Brian?
Since writer's strike, 2000.
Finishing out the category. The striking miners have the sympathy of this French realist author in his 1885 novel, Germinal. That would be Emile Zola. Brian?
Okay. Alliterative term, 1600, please.
Here's the clue. Coming up with this chemical name for aspirin is enough to give you a headache. Brian?
What is acetyl salicylic acid?
We'll take it.
All right. Alliterative terms for 2000.
Here's the clue. This deep blue rock, whose name means azure stone, was the original source of the pigment known as ultramarine. Brian?
What is lapis lazuli?
That is correct.
Okay. A woman's place for 400.
Here's the clue. Monica Seeley's says the locker room for the top women players here looks like it's in Buckingham Palace. Michael?
What is Wimbledon?
That is correct. You have control.
Finally!
He got one. Yes.
Where would you like to go?
Woman's place, 800.
Here's the clue. Women sizes 10 to 40 can shop at stores bearing this name, which includes a misspelling of the founder Lena's first name on a bank form. Lena Bryant. Or Lane Bryant, sorry. Michael?
Woman's place, 1200.
Here's the clue. On Chartres Street in this U.S. city stands the old Ursuline convent, spared by a 1794 fire after ferocious prayer from the nuns. Brian.
What is New Orleans?
That is correct.
A Woman's Place, 1600.
Here's the clue. Open for 10 days until the cops came in 1916. The Brownsville Clinic in Brooklyn was the USA's first to offer guidance about this. And that would be birth control. Brian?
Okay, then. Woman's Place, 2000.
Finishing it off. Hillary Clinton was the first student ever asked to give the commencement address at this college. Brian?
What is Wellesley College?
That is correct.
Movie titles, 400, please.
Here's the clue. The producers of Taken had a very particular set of skills to get this man back for time 3 in the role of Brian Mills. Brian.
Who is Liam Neeson?
That is correct.
Movie titles, 800.
Here's the clue. 7 had this actor demanding, "What's in the box?" and very much not liking what is in the box. Brian?
Who is Bruce Willis?
No, sorry. Logan or Michael? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is the man we were looking for there.
Okie dokie. Painful Memories, 400.
Here's the clue. Turn off the lights, apply a hot or cold compress to your neck, and have a little caffeine at the signs of this possibly days-long headache. Brian.
My daddy has them, and they are not fun. What are migraines?
That is correct.
Painful Memories, 800.
Here's the clue. Post-herpetic neuralgia is a complication of this disease caused by the same virus that gave you chickenpox. Brian.
What are shingles?
That is correct. 2 clues left.
Alliterative terms, 800.
Here's the clue. In the classic Miracle on 34th Street, Edmund Gwenn goes by this alternate name for Santa Claus. Michael.
Who is Kris Kringle?
That is correct. And the final clue. It's any American born between 1946 and 1964. Michael.
What's a baby boomer?
That is correct. And you are out of the hole. He gets it.
Wow.
And so, gentlemen, all 3 of you will be playing Final Jeopardy today. Here is the clue. 19th century America. Players, make your wages. We'll be back right after this. Players have made their wagers. Clue is category is 19th century America. Players, here's the clue. An 1884 article calls this newly completed structure the highest work of man and disagrees with those who call it a great chimney. 30 seconds. Good luck. That is time. Michael, we start with you with 200. Let's see what you said. What is the Empire State Building? That is incorrect. Let's see how much you wagered. You wagered nothing, keeping you at 200. We go to Logan now with 1600. What did you say? What is the Rock? Sorry, no, that is incorrect as well.
Do
You wagered
smell what he's
seven.
cooking?
You went. You wagered $7. That brings you down to 1,593. We finally go
Wow,
to
that's a
Brian with
brilliant
11,600. Brian, what did you say? What is the Washington Monument? That is correct. Let's see how much you add. 1,600. That brings you up to 13,200. And Brian, you are our 7-day champ with $223,200. Congratulations.
Thank you. Game, everybody.
GG's. GG. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything, so I put the Eiffel Tower and realized, oh fuck, it's America. Oh, sorry. Oh wait, it's America, not France.
With that, we wish Brian massive good luck on the Tournament of Champions next week, my friend. We will see you in a couple weeks' time. Guys, give this video a thumbs up. Wish Brian all the good luck in the comments. And join GSC Studios today. Until then, it's a good night to you all.